Hi, and welcome to my sewing room. My name's Leah, and I'm on week 15 of year 2 of sewing 15 minutes a day on my UFOs. This week I'm still working on my ribbon star, and I almost got the blocks finished. Let me show you how far I got. Day 1, I finished sewing most of the first main rectangles on. My main pile was still in order of groups of the 4 main squares, so all I had to do was pull the next stack of rectangles off my other pile and add them onto the next 4 units in the pile stacked on the sewing machine. When my timer went off, I only had 4 sets left. Normally I would have finished those and called it a day, but I was sewing these in the morning before work, and I had to stop. Otherwise I would have been late for work. Once I've sewed the last 4, I'd be down to 1 tray to pull from, and no more moving things back and forth. For this phase, all I did was take the shorter rectangle out of the group, and I moved the larger set of rectangles to the other tray, one on top of the other. That way they're ready to go for the next part. Day 2, I finished up those last 4 sets. I separated them all and I gave them a good press. I used to take the whole chain to the ironing board, but I don't do that much anymore, as the chain always seems to get tangled, and I end up having to cut it to get it untangled, and then things get out of order. So now I clip before I go to the ironing board, especially when I have a really long chain. Day 3, I was on to the last set of rectangles. During my 15 minutes, I only got half of them sewn on. I was sewing before work again, so I didn't even have a chance to get lured into sewing the whole pile. Otherwise, I would have been really late for work. On day 4, it took all 15 minutes to finish the other half. I pulled one set of rectangles after the other, and soon I was down to my leftover 2.5 neutral squares. I did have time to clip them all, but there was no time for ironing. I saved that for day 5. I also started pairing my neutral 2.5 squares with my newly sewed units. I started with what I had left over in the tray. Each set of 4 units needs 8 squares, and I didn't want to duplicate neutrals, so I laid out one set of 4 units and paired 8 neutral squares and sewed them on. I didn't mark them down the middle with a pencil. That's too many squares to mark. Instead, I made sure the corner of the neutral square followed the line on my seam tape on the machine. As long as I follow that line, it does the same thing as marking on it. How do you mark your squares? I know some people mark them with the iron. They fold it in half and use the crease as their line. But since I've got this seam tape, I use that most of the time. I did a quick trim, pressed out the neutral, and sewed those 4 units together to make one block. Normally I chain piece everything at once, but from time to time I like to finish one full block to make sure I'm on the right track, and so far so good. Day 6, I spent all my 15 minutes grabbing neutrals, making them match up with my units, making sure I didn't have any duplicates. By the time my timer went off, I had 6 squares left, but I still had a lot of units left to go. So day 7, I spent my time cutting up more neutral squares. I used some of my other strips that I had, and I looked around for some new ones that I hadn't used yet, just to give it a little bit more variety. Then I laid out all my groups that I had left, and I got them ready to pair up, so I'll be in a good position to get things moving and finish up the blocks. Next week, I'll be on to sewing the units into blocks. From there, it should go pretty fast. All I gotta do is make rows, sew those rows together, add some borders, and I should have a finished quilt top. So check back next week to see how far I actually get. And thanks so much for following along, and until next time, happy sewing.